So, good evening, dear friends. Uh, I am Braj Kishore Jha, mostly trying to achieve nature sustainability, whereas the world is taken towards destructions of nature and creating scarcity in the nature for profiteering. So, I will not take much time, but talk about this quantum physics a little bit, and then Manduk Upanishad. That Manduk Upanishad, whatsoever was told that everything is Maya, and that has been agreed by physicists, and that physics has given this time. You may be knowing that Nobel Prize has been given. That yes, that is more or less correct. So that quantum physics in itself talks about in matter and energy. So what I'm trying to talk to today is that only that matter and energy. That matter is we are able to convert matter into energy, and energy to matter. Now, normally, energy has been energy is available on this earth as from solar only. That Kshitijal Pavak Gagan Samira. That Gagan Pavak is designated by sun, and that sun is giving uh, in every way that energy to this earth, and that is stored in some way or other, and that is utilized. That can be utilized for either for profiteering or for sustainability of nature itself. Creation of matter, creation, utilization for our need, and all those things. So what has happened over the years, that earlier matters where energy was not that much required, and energy need was being put by oxen and human themselves, and so many things. But when machine came, then we thought we started that energies, electricity came, and then when electricity came or oil came. Before electricity, we could understand that oil is also available in the nature. It can be created in various ways, and that oil was being used maybe for lighting, for other things. But when machine came, then only that energy, coal, and all those things which was stored by nature for future, or maybe for various reasons. Coal mining, oil exploration, all those things. We started digging it out, and created competition out of it, and created a scarcity of even oil, and the oil. So whether those things are required for nature sustainability, whatsoever we are calling, the energy is required to be digged out from coal. The or it is possible to get the energy, what we call right now renewable energy, that solar sun is giving day in day out. A lot of light, which can be converted to electricity, and lot of heat. That heat is also, we can convert it for our use as energy. Now, and other things, how the solar energy is converted to matter. It is converted by botanical things. So Rai Sahab may talk about those things, and we can discuss about those things. That botanical things are. Botany is the subject available with us right now, and botany, these things are which converts solar energy to carbon, and that carbon again coal is that stored underneath the earth for time immemorial. So that coal we can create for our use immediately from the botanical resources. Then chemistry tells yes, it is possible that you create carbon, you use that carbon for creating biogas also. You can create from carbon the very high calorific value of this blue gas, water gas. So those things you can easily create, which we are creating, we are doing. Blue gas we are creating by using coal. So, but all those things can be renewable energy, has a lot of potential, but we are made to understand as if solar light is only thing, and solar light has to be stored in the battery, or things like that only chargeable has to be done. So all these things is created by corporates, as if corporates the need of that corporate for these things, scarcity of battery and all those things is there. But since it is possible to store energy in various ways, in hydrogen ways, and in heat in a steam, we can create a steam, and all those things is possible right now. So it was possible not only right now. In 1931, this steam, the creation of a steam from solar heat was identified, but it was not used because the corporate wanted to create. So corporate
Jasa,
wanted
I want to
to
add one thing. The
okay. So
botanical
please,
things which you have told that will work as
okay.
a carbon sink in the system, because the plants
Yes.
will absorb carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and they will convert into energy in the presence of light, process of photosynthesis. So it
Yes.
will work as a carbon sink also. That will
Yes. Yes.
yes.
That is the thing, that when we talk, we start thinking about the development for nature sustainability. Then we have a lot of ways, but our this IMF or world body or whatsoever, our governance is directed towards profitability of the corporates, not sustainability of the nature. So that I wanted to talk about. So we can discuss whatsoever question is there. Today we will discuss about these things only, that whether we have enough energy source which can be stored for utilization, for not only for human, but humanity, for elephant, for other things, so that so we have enough of energy. And when we go for coal mining, that means we are trying to destroy the nature. So we will let us discuss if other questions are there, or we can whosoever can add in it. So I think I have we have understood that nature renewable energy, enough renewable energy from various sources, and storage is possible, which is not being tried, and that is deliberately not being tried, because corporates want always a scarcity of the things, and the scarcity of nature, and a scarcity of all that five elements. But so today we will talk about that energy only, that how whatsoever I have told, whether it is acceptable, and wherever it is not acceptable, let us talk about that.
Well, I will just put through some points, Jaji.
Sure.
See, the point is quite valid, in the present scenario, the sustainability of nature and proper and optimum utilization of resources available, especially of non-conventional energy, is the real need of our Jaji. There is no doubt about it. Now, since we have a very learned person, as I can understand, Dr. Yuan Rai with us, I would only request Dr. Roy to discuss about some of the other ways, other non-conventional energy methods which can be utilized other than the solar energy, which we are conventionally very much pressing nowadays for the use of human and humanity. Dr. Yuan Rai can throw proper light on this subject as to how we can systemize so that the other resources can be used other than the solar energy.
As per the botanical things are concerned, they will only will be useful as a carbon sink for reducing the burden in the environment. But
Right.
certainly are other non-conventional energy sources like wind energy and other things. However, the wind is problem in this area. So I will mostly suggest to use the efficient phytoremediator plants which can eject the pollutants, different kinds of pollutants from the atmosphere also, and they will purify it.
Yes, because nowadays the complete.
Raj
Yes,
Sahab, we recently we have started carbon this thing carbon making from biomass, and that carbon is being supplied to in Odisha. Our friends have started the company, and that carbon is being supplied to Hindalco thermal power and other thermal power, and they have been asked to utilize biomass for as a it is considered renewable, and it is being used in place of coal. So that carbon is also a coal, but even much more this possibility of utilizing that carbon for what I told that water gas is visible, and in that case we may not have to transport that carbon from which is created in the field or in the agricultural field to create a lesser mass. But even that also may not be required, because once we create there itself we can have that water gas. It is possible to utilize that water gas for power generation, and that power generation what I suggest that we should have small power plants, and that power plants should cater to the needs of the villages, not that we should have solar power plant in Rajasthan, and from there it should come to Delhi. It is not required. What I have said, and it is not only solar rays. Solar rays is available during the day's period, 8 hours mostly. So, but at the same time, solar heat is there, radiation heat, and creating steam out of solar heat is very much feasible. What I told that it was
Should we
agreed in
understand?
1941.
Should we understand that this is more, I mean, less damaging than the coal mining?
Then
Than the coal mining.
yes, the coal mining
damaging?
is not feasible at all. I'm in Ranchi, and we are trying to discuss all those things. The feasibility of is gone. It is not required. We can have just suppose every village had in 5 acres of land, they can create 2 megawatt solar power for 8 hours by going for solar panel. And under what I am trying to experiment here in Ranchi, that under the solar rooftop they have talked, but I am talking of trying to achieve that the agriculture top. around 4 acres land I am trying to use for Bhetibhar
Solar panel.
in that so agriculture, and above that I will have this solar panel, and in that area only I will have solar heat concentrator, and that concentrator will create steam, and so 24 hours or this power availability can be ensured for the villages, for not only for villages, from there itself now power it will be connected to the grid, and that grid can be can supply to others
For
also,
the normal consumers. Okay, okay.
for the normal consumers outside the purview of that village. So I am trying to experiment that, and that's why I have taken some the land, and I am trying to, and once I am able to show that, then I will I am connected with so many people here, and they are watching it, that if it is feasible, then every village we will have things like that only. So this is the thing, and this will be vehemently opposed by corporates. Corporates are always damaging the way, if we are if people try to create this decentralization of nature's resources and recycling, then corporate is always against that. So although
Obviously,
it may
yes.
be out of context, so it may be out of context, they always want the centralization of the resources. So in that only you can just think of that this farmers agitation was for that only. So once we are now uh, how to utilize the nature in different way, and for the sustainability in the villages, that is separate aspect. We will discuss it separately the other day. Then we do not need that much power. As centralization of energy, centralization of resources, and creation of this um, roadways and all those things. So for centralization, we have to create so many things, but infrastructure which is not required for sustainability of this 5 element. We need to decentralize the things, and we need to decentralize the use of technology, use of science, and once we decentralize, then so much researches will be there at different places in favor of the again decentralization. So I have so many things in mind, and we discuss with Dr. Yuval Rao also. So Pandey and others, I will like to understand all those things and discuss about these things, that how we can have decentralized energy, not only energy, its utilization also, and so many things are not required, which is being just pushed on us. So those things also, that whether water pumping is required, whether toilet flushing is required, whether water will be for those things, or we are destroying. So these things, so many things are there. So maybe today we may not have that much time, but if you have a question about these things, Rai Sahab understands, or maybe he may explain also. So we have various ways to decentralize our living life, not only human life. We have assumed that the nature is only for human. That is the crux of the thing. It is not for human. Human is for nature. Human nature has 5 elements. They have created us life. It has been created by them, by the 5 elements. And to human, they have given a lot of wisdom. lot of this hard disk to store the knowledge, to store, understand the science, and make permutation combination, and think that how to enhance the nature's sustainability, nature's restore it, and then enhance it. So that is that for that nature has created human, but human has become so much selfish that they are just killing it, mother only. So that
May I interject?
Exactly.
sure.
Can we invite Professor Vinay Pandey to, having heard whatever you have said, he can chip in and he can give his wise words on the basis of whatever you have spoken. I invite
Thank you.
Professor Vinay Pandey.
Thank you. Thank you. This mission is a real valid mission, what JASAB is has undertaken. The only thing, we have to educate the whole society, because corporate pressure we can't handle. A common man can't handle the pressure of the corporates, what you had been discussing so far. That pressure will always be there. But as a common man at a normal level, maybe at a village level or block level, we should be trying to implement these new ideas, which actually are on the line of olden times. As you said, it should be decentralized. That was the system in the olden days. It should be on the village level, it should be on the prakhand level, or maybe even a smaller echelons. And that is the thing we are supposed to do, because if that strength is made, if that kind of a strength is created, then we can fight it out, what had been going on in the corporate level, or in the Western countries, or in the European thoughts. So I think Jhaji has taken up a very valid mission of this nature sustainability, and I would only request Jhasa to keep us update on these issues, so that at our own level we can do our best wherever we are, in whatever place we are, at whatever level we are at. So I think this is the first session I am attending of Jhasa. So I may not be enriched with a lot of ideas what Jhaji has in his mind, but in days to come, I will surely get connected or remain connected with him through Zena, and we shall try to understand and at least educate the people around us, the systems going on around us, to update to the level, so that the nature sustainability can be enhanced, or at least it can be maintained at a level. It doesn't get deteriorated even more. It had been a very good session. We also had some expert ideas, brief ideas from Dr. Yuan Rai, who was talking something about non-conventional energy and botanical aspects of that. It had been very nice session, sir. Braj Kishore Jha, sir. Thank you very much
Okay.
for this update.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So let us finish it for today. We will meet
Yes,
again.
I think time also is getting up, but it had been very great pleasure to listen to you, and the kind of
Thanks,
effort you are
Sanjay.
making difficult times. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So I think our time is up for this particular
Yes.
session. So with your permission, may I end the session?
Sure. Thank you.
Jasa, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.